Don't let these men talk you into being a hospice daughter-in-law either. Because they will. So shout out to my mutual Candace Kelly, who came up with the term hospice wife. I'm just going to extend on that because literally women just take care of everybody, right? Like that's what we're conditioned to do. And a lot of men, not only will they lie about their own medical conditions, and also, they always want to date women younger because they haven't taken care of themselves. They're going to end up needing a lot of care. And that's going to be you who's doing all that, which is a job in and of itself and extremely exhausting and will ruin your career, to be honest, and your life. Because care workers oftentimes die before the people that they're taking care of. Anywho, men will also trick you into parenting their parents, taking care of their dying parent. Because they won't. Now, before I get into a perfect example of this, it's been widely researched already. This one study, daughters do twice as much as sons to care for aging parents. But it's not only our parents, it's men's parents. Because these sons that aren't going to care for their parents are oftentimes married to women. And those women will oftentimes be burdened with all the things that their husbands won't do. This being just one of them. And this is probably one of the many reasons divorce among older couples is on the rise. Because I'm sorry, if a woman literally just raised all the kids on her own because the man did nothing to parent those kids, because a paycheck in his mind is all he has to contribute, even though she has a paycheck too often. Imagine having to do all that. And then also then have to literally care for adults who oftentimes act like children, but have the willpower of a toddler, but are in huge bodies, right? Older men are terrifying. When my dad had Alzheimer's, he literally punched a nurse in the face at one point in time. He would get violent sometimes. And we've talked about this before. Never assume that an old man is not dangerous just because he's old. He's still strong enough to unalive you. But imagine taking care of all those children, which is just a thankless job that doesn't pay women unless they actually go into the profession of doing it. Like when I was a nanny, I got paid for it, but wives don't get paid anything. And now you got to do this? That it's like the caring for people because men refuse to just never ends for most women. So I imagine them being like, you know what? I'm not taking care of your parents too. Fork you, I already did all the child rearing alone. Just a reminder, while the average man thinks that he is not an oppressor, the average man, intentionally or not, constantly benefits from the subjugation of women. Without patriarchy, the quality of life for men would rapidly decline in a way that male feminists are not ready to confront. Man can be all like, rah, 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 birth control, rah, 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 yay, women empowerment, go make your money, girl. But also do all this stuff for free. Because I, as a man, shouldn't have to. I don't want to. I want to go golf. I want to go hunt. I want to go climb. I want to play video games. I don't want to take care of my mom. So I saw this. I love this Dear Carolyn column. Literally, this is one of the only columnists where I'm like, yeah. I love that she is very much more honest and understands situations more than most male columnists. And she just doesn't hold back. So this person writes in, impaired mother-in-law won't stop driving and husband won't step in. Oh, shocker. A man who will not confront his mom. Either he's a mama's boy or he's just conflict avoidant, which means he's a coward. He's a coward. Men who will not confront their own parents are cowards. And they want you to take the fall because they don't want to stand up to mommy. My mother-in-law... This is so enraging, y'all. My mother-in-law is on oxygen, is wobbly on her feet, can't hear or see very well, and is understandably forgetful. She lives by herself and refuses to have anyone help her except me. Okay, that is a big problem right there. How did this happen? So this is why you do not do this out of the gate. Because now she's like, her mother-in-law won't let anyone but her help? How did it come to that? Please don't we're doing too much. We're doing too much. I promise you, you're probably doing too much. No matter where you're at on this decenterment journey, decenter your in-laws, decenter your male friendships, everything. This is a whole big thing. It's not just about romance. Decenter taking care of your husband's family. What? This makes me so mad. I'm sorry. I skimmed over this. I did not catch this. She has 3 children. My husband and 2 siblings who live out of state. How much you want to bet those are not women? But if they are, they probably move out of state so they don't have to be stuck doing because the brother won't do anything. We know this. But I'm the one who spends the most time with her and knows her condition best. Why? You should never care more about your in-laws than your partner cares about them. Like, he reaps the benefit of a closeness with those in-laws because of all the work she's doing. What about your parents? What about all the people in your life that you could pour into? And you're pouring up into this woman who's not even family. She is not your family. Like, I love my in-laws and they have embraced me like I am their family. Right? But that is because they treat me like I am their family. And I love them and they love me. And so I feel like they are family. But when you enter a situation like this, where marrying into a family is just more labor, marrying a man is more labor, and then marrying a man involves labor of his family, that's not family, right? That's not love if you're being exploited. I'm sorry, it's not love. I don't know what this is, but it's not love. I called her primary doctor to say my mother-in-law should not be driving. My husband and I have had several large fights over this. His response is when she gets in an accident, then he will have to, oh my God. That's when he'll have a discussion with, that's when he'll face Mama when she gets in an accident. What if she dies, bruh? What if she kills someone? What if, best case scenario, she gets sued and now she's got no money. What? Who's going to take care of her when she gets in that accident and is even more, needs even more care? Who's going to take care of her? Not you, bro. You're not even taking care of her now. It's going to be your wife. Since all the siblings are gone. I hate this man. He knows that is a bad plan. Well, I hope so. Just because he knows it's bad, he doesn't do anything about it. I took her for an appointment and the doctor did take away her driving privileges. The doctor asked me my opinion in front of my mother-in-law. I said that although I don't get a vote, you do get a vote. You're doing all the work. I think she should not be driving. Needless to say, she was devastated and furious at me. This is such a toxic relationship. I don't care how much you care about your mother-in-law or your in-laws. This dynamic is not okay. All it's doing is causing conflict between her and her husband because she should be resentful about this whole setup. Look at this jerk. My husband is mildly annoyed that I called the doctor and said it wasn't my place, even though I do literally all the labor. She's only alive probably because of this wife. It's not your place. It's not your place. So now she is mad at me. Still driving. What? So now she is mad at me. Still driving. Wait, oh God. My husband talked to her and said, I did it because I love her. Oh, now you're going to step in. Great. Because his mommy is mad at the daughter-in-law. And he's like, crap. How am I going to get I got to repair this so that my wife will keep giving all of this labor for free to the woman that I'm responsible to because I won't do it. She said she would be careful driving and he said, okay. Coward. He's like, go ahead, drive, Mom. It's okay if you die. I swear, this man has a death wish. Does he just want her to die? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, well, maybe this will get rid of her so we don't have to take care of her anymore. He refuses to tell her she shouldn't be driving because he would then have to deal with it. Divorce this man. This man's a coward. If he won't deal with this, what else does he not deal with? What else? Well, it just keeps getting worse. I have decided to stop mothering her. At lunch yesterday, I didn't help her in and out of the car or give her my jacket when she was cold. And when her oxygen wasn't on, I didn't tell her. My husband said I was being rude. I said that I was treating her as an adult, that she couldn't have it both ways. Your opinion? Oh my God. Oh, like, this is such a male tactic. You're being rude. I swear to God. She's like, okay, you told me not to butt in. And then, like, does this man not notice when his mother's oxygen is not on? Does he not offer his own mother a sweater when she's cold? Like, this man just sucks. Sucks. These are the kind of men that will literally take years off of your life. Y'all know I tell you all the time. Men like this will unalive you through your nervous system. Do you know how stressful it is to take care of an aging parent who's not even your parent? So, with your own parent, you can sometimes be more, hey, blah, blah, blah. But that's her mother-in-law, the queen bee. She's probably like her little bird. You know what I mean? Especially since the mother-in-law won't let anyone take care of her but her daughter-in-law. Oh my God. I don't really like the mother-in-law very much either, especially because I don't like to blame men's bad behavior on mothers, okay? I'm always going to hold patriarchy accountable, and also the dads. But this is why, if you have a son, the best thing you can do for that man so that he does not become a monster is teach him how to take care of people, take care of the pets, take care of himself, do his laundry, cook, clean, all that stuff, because these men refuse to do it. And that is literally one of the most revolutionary acts to fight against patriarchy is start young. Make these boys, treat them like you treat your daughters. I guarantee you those daughters learn how to do all that stuff right away. We've been taking care of ourselves for forever. Okay, so here is Carolyn's response. So what will they do when she unalives someone? Then will her son have that discussion with her? This is not about love or adult treatment or rudeness or anyone's place. It's about lanes. Only in the sense that the poor souls unwittingly on the road with your mother-in-law deserve to be safe and theirs. Oh, Carolyn! I love that. Right here. Carolyn right here is saying, hey, look, take all of y'all's triangulation and family, like codependency and your husband sucking so much out of it. First of all, y'all are a menace to society. Carolyn's right out of the gate. She's like, fork you and your codependence and whatever this is, you are putting me and my family and every single human being on the road in danger because y'all won't deal with your crap. Get this lady out of the car. Get her off the road. Oh, I love this. This is a community-minded response right here. And this, again, like so many things, like we have to stop thinking about, well, when I say we, let me speak for myself. As a white U.S. American who was indoctrinated into individualism, community thinking, okay? This is so selfish. I swear to God, like if this woman ends up like taking the lives of people, this family is going to pay out the ass, probably. And they should, because these cowards won't take the keys. They don't want to hit mommy's feelings. People whose vision has deteriorated to the point that they can't see very well belong nowhere near the controls for some thousands of pounds of rolling steel. Oh man, she is just laying in. I do care about your mother-in-law's feeling. I don't see loss of independence as an abstraction. I will struggle mightily with surrendering mine if I'm lucky enough to have many years ahead of me. I resent that driving tracks so closely with independence to begin with. Yeah, especially in the United States. Given that our culture went all in on cars and tolerated public transportation only as an afterthought at best. Oh man, you are just bringing all of it in. I love it. But I care about people's safety more than I care about all those things. More than I care about your husband's mother's feelings. It's not even close. And you're oh God, I love her. I love her. And your husband is so selfishly obtuse. I could scream. Me too. If he wants a say in how this goes down, then he will have to start by getting his priorities out of his. But don't wait for him. Resume the process the doctor started of seizing her keys. Take the marital hit as a public service. Yeah. I don't care if your husband's mad at you. Y'all's marital problems, y'all go fix that. But at this point, like the first priority is to make sure that this woman doesn't kill someone with a car. The doctor, local police, and Department of Motor Vehicles all have a role, and each can steer you towards your next step. Oh, and look, she even provides a link for anyone who is reaching this unfortunate crossroad. Now might be a good time to remind you all of this. Married men are healthier than everyone else. They get the best end of the deal. Not only do married men just get all that labor, I want you to think about the impact of all of that worrying, all of that conflict, all of that like frustration that this wife is going through. How is that impacting her nervous system? A few years from now, if she doesn't already, she's going to have rheumatoid arthritis or one of the many chronic illnesses or disabling illnesses that is oftentimes or inflammatory things because of stress. Because of stress. These men are literally killing us. They're killing us. They don't have to lay a hand on you to physically take your life. And that is just one area. I would love to know what their home life is like. But just seeing how he deals with mommy, that man sucks. And I hate him. I want to bring one more example